As grocery prices continue to rise, consumers are becoming increasingly concerned about their shopping budgets. The anticipated hikes in prices for essential food products will likely impact households across the nation. In light of this economic climate, understanding which grocery items are expected to skyrocket in price can empower consumers to make more informed purchasing decisions. In 2024, several key grocery products, ranging from dairy to meat, are predicted to see significant price increases. Factors such as climate change, supply chain disruptions, and increased production costs will contribute to these surges. By anticipating these changes, shoppers can adjust their meal planning and budgeting strategies accordingly. This awareness not only enables savvier shopping, but also encourages proactive measures, such as bulk buying or exploring alternative products, thereby alleviating potential financial strain. Understanding these trends is crucial for navigating the grocery landscape in the coming year. 8. Plant-based alternatives. As consumers continue to seek healthier and more sustainable options, the demand for plant-based alternatives shows no signs of waning. The rising trend toward veganism and flexitarian diets has spurred an increase in the production of plant-based products, including meat substitutes, dairy-free beverages, and plant-based snacks. The shift not only caters to the growing number of health-conscious consumers, but also responds to environmental concerns associated with traditional livestock farming. However, this heightened demand has led to escalating production costs, which ultimately impact retail prices. Several factors contribute to the increase in production costs for plant-based alternatives. Firstly, the sourcing of high-quality plant proteins and other raw materials can be both time-consuming and expensive. Many companies are investing heavily in research and development to improve the taste, texture, and nutritional profiles of their products. This innovation often requires significant upfront investment, creating upward pressure on prices. Furthermore, market fluctuations in the agricultural sector can also affect the cost of ingredients necessary for producing plant-based alternatives. Climate change, supply chain disruptions, and unpredictable weather conditions can all lead to diminished crop yields, which can, in turn, translate into higher prices for consumers. Additionally, transportation costs have surged in recent years, exacerbating overall expenses as companies strive to deliver their products to retailers. Another crucial aspect to consider is consumer behavior. The willingness of consumers to pay a premium for plant-based goods has evolved alongside increased awareness of health and environmental issues. As shoppers become increasingly educated about the benefits of plant-based diets, they're often ready to make a financial commitment to align their values with their purchasing decisions. 7. Fiaris produce berries. As we look ahead to 2024, fresh produce, particularly berries, is poised for significant price increases driven by several factors. One of the primary influences is the seasonal availability of these fruits, which is heavily dependent on climate conditions. Regions that are typically known for berry production may face unforeseen weather events, droughts, floods, or early frosts that disrupt harvest cycles. Such challenges result not only in reduced yields, but also in increased costs for growers, who must then pass these expenses on to consumers. Additionally, climate change is altering traditional agricultural practices. Farmers are grappling with the need to adapt to new growing seasons and crop management strategies to counter the effects of unpredictable weather patterns. This transition often comes with higher operational costs, and as stakeholders invest in sustainable practices or new technologies to maintain productivity, the price of berries at the supermarket could rise significantly. Another interesting aspect to consider is the agricultural pricing predictions for 2024. Analysts suggest that the combination of higher production costs and increasing consumer demand for fresh, organic produce will exacerbate the price hike. As health-conscious consumers prioritize berry intake, favored for their antioxidant properties and nutritional value, we are likely to see a rise in competition for stock, further driving prices up. For shoppers looking to navigate these shifts, adopting smart shopping techniques will be critical. Keeping an eye on local farmers markets can offer opportunities to buy berries at more reasonable prices, especially during peak season. Additionally, understanding which berries are in high demand and which might be available at a better price can empower shoppers to make informed choices. Product 6. Dairy mashed high peas. The dairy supply chain, which encompasses everything from farm production to distribution, is currently facing various challenges that contribute to rising costs. Factors such as increased feed prices, labor shortages, and climate-related disruptions have put pressure on dairy farmers. As they navigate these hurdles, the cost to consumers is likely to increase, making dairy products some of the most susceptible to price hikes. The dynamics of dairy pricing are also influenced by global demand. Emerging markets are progressively increasing their consumption of dairy products, competing for resources and driving up prices on the international stage. In the US, shifting consumer preferences toward plant-based alternatives have led to increased investments in non-dairy products, but the undeniable popularity of traditional dairy remains high. As a result, traditional dairy supply may struggle to keep pace with rising demand if production challenges persist. Looking towards the future, several trends may emerge that can help consumers adapt to the changing landscape. Firstly, increased consumer awareness regarding farm-to-table practices might encourage a switch to locally sourced dairy to ensure a more stable supply and potentially lower costs associated with transportation and distribution. Secondly, educational initiatives about dairy nutrition could promote the health benefits of milk and cheese, reinforcing consumer loyalty despite price increases. Consumers are advised to stay vigilant about market trends and explore alternative purchasing options, such as joining co-ops or buying in bulk, to mitigate some of these projected costs. A proactive approach to budgeting and meal planning can help families adjust to the higher prices while still including dairy products in their diets. By staying informed and adapting to the evolving grocery landscape, shoppers can navigate the anticipated dairy price increases in 2024 with confidence. 5. Many beef pork. Several factors contribute to this outlook. First, the ongoing impacts of climate change have begun to adversely affect livestock feed availability. Droughts and extreme weather conditions can severely reduce crop yields, leading to increased costs for feed, which is crucial for raising healthy cattle and pigs. In turn, higher feed costs translate to elevated prices for consumers as producers are forced to pass on these increased expenses. Moreover, disease outbreaks such as African swine fever have already devastated hog populations in various regions, leading to a reduction in supply. The unpredictability of such diseases poses ongoing risks and further strain to the meat supply chain. Regulatory changes are another consideration. Governments around the world are implementing stricter environmental regulations that could increase operational costs. These regulations often require investments in sustainable practices, which, while beneficial in the long term, contribute to short-term price increases. Consumer behavior is also shifting, with an increasing number of individuals opting for plant-based alternatives. This shift may affect demand for traditional meat products. However, as meat enthusiasts continue to prefer fresh beef and pork, the market is likely to experience fluctuations. The competition from alternative protein sources may push meat prices higher as well, as meat producers strive to maintain their market share against substitutes that are gaining popularity. 4. Wheat. Throughout 2023, a myriad of global events, including adverse weather, changing agricultural practices, and geopolitical tensions, has conspired to affect wheat supply, leading to price fluctuations that forecast an anticipated increase in 2024. Climate change and extreme weather events, including droughts and floods, have severely impacted wheat-growing regions. For instance, prolonged drought conditions in North America and parts of Europe have resulted in lower yields, causing farmers to struggle to meet demand. Similarly, adverse weather patterns in wheat-producing countries like Russia and Ukraine, coupled with ongoing conflict in the region, have contributed to a decrease in the availability of this vital crop on the market. The war has not only affected production, but also disrupted export routes, creating significant challenges in the supply chain. As we look forward to 2024, analysts predict that these conditions will lead to a drastic increase in wheat prices. Studies indicate that wheat prices may rise by as much as 15.25 compared to previous years, influenced by the aforementioned supply chain disruptions and the growing demand for wheat products globally. This surge would not only affect bakers and manufacturers of pasta and baked goods, but also have broader implications for consumer behavior as grocery prices are set to reflect these changes. The dietary implications are concerning, particularly in low-income regions where wheat products form a significant part of the diet. As prices increase, families may struggle to afford basic necessities like bread and pasta, potentially leading to increased food insecurity. For many, this might mean shifting their dietary habits towards alternative grains or less nutritious options, which could have long-term health consequences. Additionally, the rising wheat prices may initiate a ripple effect across various sectors, prompting price hikes in related food products such as baked goods and cereals, which could have widespread ramifications for households already facing economic pressures. Product 3. Coffee. Coffee is not just a beverage. It's a global commodity that millions depend on daily, making it a vital component of the grocery market. However, as we look ahead to 2024, several looming factors are poised to impact coffee production significantly, thus leading to a potential rise in prices. Climate change is at the forefront of these concerns, with shifts in temperature and rainfall patterns threatening the delicate ecosystems where coffee is grown. Coffee beans are particularly sensitive to environmental changes. Small variations in temperature can drastically affect the yield and quality of crops. As regions that are traditionally suitable for coffee cultivation become increasingly inhospitable due to rising temperatures, farmers may be forced to relocate or adapt to new farming practices. This transition takes time, and during this adjustment period, supply may dwindle, causing prices to rise as demand remains steady or even increases. In addition to climate-related issues, geopolitical factors play a crucial role in the coffee market. Many coffee-producing countries are grappling with political instability, economic hardships, and social unrest, which could disrupt production and exports. For instance, countries such as Brazil, Colombia, and Ethiopia, among the largest producers, are not only facing climate challenges but also socioeconomic changes that can impact the supply chain. A decrease in available coffee beans on the market leads to higher prices, directly affecting consumers. Furthermore, consumer trends are shifting as well. An increasing number of people are opting for specialty coffee, which often comes with a premium price tag due to its unique flavor profiles and higher quality production methods. This growing interest in artisanal coffee will inevitably influence grocery prices as demand for these premium options increases. Finally, inflationary pressures could compound the issue. As the cost of living rises, so does the cost to produce and transport coffee. These additional expenses will often be passed on to consumers, further driving up prices at grocery stores. With all these factors converging, consumers should prepare for a potential spike in coffee prices and consider strategies such as purchasing beans in bulk or exploring local roasters that may offer better pricing and sourcing options. Product 2. Eggs. The landscape of egg supply has experienced significant fluctuations in recent years, primarily driven by a combination of factors including avian influenza outbreaks, rising feed costs, and changing consumer demands. These challenges not only disrupt the availability of eggs, but also play a crucial role in influencing market prices. As a staple protein source for many households, any disruptions in egg supply can lead to noteworthy price spikes that impact consumers directly. Avian influenza, or bird flu, has wreaked havoc on poultry farms, leading to the culling of millions of birds in an effort to control the spread of the disease. This reduction in hen populations has resulted in decreased egg production, causing supply levels to dwindle. Furthermore, the cost of feed has surged due to various agricultural challenges, including drought conditions and increased demand for corn and soybeans. Higher feed costs translate to more expensive production, which inevitably reflects on retail prices. Looking ahead to 2024, industry experts anticipate continued volatility in egg prices. The expected price spikes could be attributed not only to lingering supply issues, but also to shifts in consumer behavior. As more people adopt plant-based diets and alternative protein sources, there may be a temporary decrease in demand for chicken eggs. However, the overall reliance on eggs in American households remains significant. Eggs are versatile, economical, and a primary ingredient in countless recipes, making them a resilient product in the grocery aisle. The financial impact of rising egg prices can be particularly burdensome for low-income households, where a significant portion of their food budget is allocated to staples like eggs. In these communities, increased prices could lead to a reassessment of food choices, forcing families to seek out cheaper alternatives or limit their consumption of protein-rich foods. Additionally, restaurants and food service providers may feel the pinch, potentially leading to higher menu prices as they pass on increased costs to consumers. To mitigate the impact of these anticipated price increases, consumers are encouraged to stay informed about market trends and consider alternative sources, such as local farms or co-ops that might offer competitive pricing. Buying in bulk and taking advantage of sales can also provide some level of relief. Product 1. Avocado. The avocado, a staple in many diets around the world, has seen a consistent rise in popularity due to its versatility and health benefits. However, current price trends indicate that the cost of avocados is poised for significant increases in 2024. Several factors contribute to this upward trajectory. Firstly, climate change has impacted agricultural yields in key producing regions such as Mexico and California, where adverse weather conditions, including droughts and excessive rainfall, have led to reduced harvest efficiencies. These environmental stresses are expected to continue influencing supply levels, leading to lower availability in the market. Moreover, the increasing demand for avocados, driven by their association with healthy eating and the rise of plant-based diets, has put additional pressure on supply chains. As consumers turn to avocados for their nutritional value, rich in healthy fats, vitamins, and minerals, the demand is not only growing domestically, but also internationally. Emerging markets are also discovering the fruit's benefits, further exacerbating the demand-supply imbalance. Additionally, logistical challenges within the supply chain have emerged as a significant factor. Delays in transportation and issues related to import regulations can disrupt the flow of avocados into grocery stores, leading to an immediate spike in prices. As transportation costs rise due to increased fuel prices, these expenses are inevitably passed on to the consumer. Market analysts predict that these factors will culminate in prices that could soar by 20 or more in 2024. It is anticipated that retail prices could mirror or even exceed record highs from previous years. Consumers should prepare for a shift in avocado purchasing habits, potentially opting for alternate products or budgeting more for this beloved fruit. Under these circumstances, grocery retailers might need to reassess their pricing strategies to maintain customer loyalty while managing the increased costs of procurement. Proactive measures, such as diversifying suppliers or investing in local sourcing, may be pivotal in mitigating the impacts of rising prices. As 2024 approaches, both consumers and retailers will have to navigate a market where avocados are not just a trendy food item, but also a valuable commodity reflecting larger economic trends. In conclusion, as we look ahead to 2024, the grocery landscape is poised for significant changes, particularly concerning the price surge of several key products. Factors such as supply chain disruptions, increasing production costs, and rising demand will each play a crucial role in dictating how consumers approach their shopping habits. As avocados are just one example of this trend, shoppers should stay informed and adaptable, preparing for fluctuations and potential alternatives for their favorite items. Meanwhile, grocery retailers must strategize to navigate the evolving market, balancing customer satisfaction with the realities of rising prices. The coming year is set to be a transformative one for both consumers and retailers alike, urging all stakeholders to adopt a proactive mindset in response to these economic shifts.